Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster Perfect Stats Guide. So we're just about to head into the South Figaro Cave. Here we have, I don't know if that's supposed to be the imposter Siegfried again. I assume it is because he acts like kind of a, I don't know, kind of a creep here. And it looks like he's just tailing the other, like the thieves and Edgar. It doesn't seem like, because he's keeping such a distance, that it doesn't seem like he's, with them, I guess. That's my take. I could be wrong on that, but here I kind of did the, I just saved to, take a couple of steps, save, reset if I got into any formations here that I didn't want. It is up to you. I think that that the Dante formation here is perfectly fine to take. That morphs into a Thunder Shield, and so it can be a really good way to get Thunder Shields. Again, if you can keep that pack for the Velt empty, you will then run into Dante's. Again, basically you save before that pack, go into the Dante fight, try to morph, and the combination of, I guess the combination of Go-Go as well as, whoever your caster is, basically makes it so that you can just spam Ragnarok, right? So you don't have to, because normally Ragnarok is only usable one time in battle, and so we would have to reset or wipe out the party and then try again. But the being able to take Go-Go and pairing him up with Ragnarok makes it amazing. It's so much faster, so much more efficient to do it that way, and I really like going that route. So that is exactly what I did, and yeah, I thought it paid off pretty well. So here again, we're doing the. This took a few resets, not as many as some areas to get through, but this did take quite a bit of resetting. And again, if that's not something that you are interested in, if you're planning on, for instance, taking the Ragnarok sword as opposed to the Magicite, and you're not glitching, right? Because if you're glitching, you can already have it right now. And I actually sort of recommend that really because then you have both, right? You don't have to choose one or the other. You, I guess, technically do choose the sword in Narsh when we're able to get that. And it just, I don't know. Again, I don't like that it's like a permanent choice, right? And you have to pick one or the other. I never really liked that aspect, but so yeah. So this time I didn't. I'm not choosing. I'm getting both. You jerks. Anyways, all right. We're making our way. The basement here. This took. I'm not gonna lie. This took quite a few resets to get through here, and unfortunately, the basement is all a part of the these formations. So the formations that we're getting in the South Figaro Cave are the same formations that you'll be mostly seeing down here. There's probably some changes. I don't remember if I saw any Dantes down here. I could be wrong, but yeah. Anyways, regardless, you really wanna you wanna be doing the save or the quick, kind of like taking advantage of the quick save option here. Again, if you want to keep the Dante in its own Velt pack. So grab these chests. Whoops, I didn't need to go that way. So let's head on back. Okay. Oh. There's a little glitch there. There's quite a few cuts that I had to do there, and obviously not seamless, as I am tired and weary from Trying to splice these into the right spot. But all right. Anyways, here's the we've got a problem here. We've got some tentacles. All right, all up in our engines. Edgar, standing around for us. Let's give me a hand. Edgar, it is you. Knew it all along. All right, so we've got to take care of some tentacles here. Man, this area looks just wild. It's like a, I don't know, it reminds me of Contra, that freaking amazing old. Well, I guess I liked the what was it, Contra 3? I really liked that one for the Super Nintendo. I know, very old school. I'm very much liking that one. But all right, anyways, this one's not too bad. Honestly, most of these tentacles are weak against I think it's fire. It looks like this one on the bottom right though absorbs fire damage, so I think I just end up flash does some work there. I'll just keep using the it's like fire damage until we get that one alone, and then I don't know, I'll figure out what to nuke it with. It's probably like blizzard, or weak against ice is my guess. Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. All right, poison. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, and then of course we're gonna use Rising Phoenix on the one tentacle that can't take any damage from it. Alright, so let's... My guess here is I just switched it up and went, Aura. My guess is Aura Cannon. Wonder if you can Meteor Strike them. I guess I never even thought about it until just now. Vulnerable to water and ice. There it is. Did I use a debilitator and I didn't even see, or did I not do that? I looked away for a second. Normally the tentacles will grab somebody, and then you just need to hit the tentacle to knock them kind of loose, I guess. I don't remember though if it's specifically like a physical hit. That kind of seems like it makes more sense, but I'm not sure. I don't know if throwing a spell at it will knock your guys loose, but. Okay, 5 AP. That's not bad. Acting like you don't know me. You don't know me. Alright, so you use them. Bingo. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's a legit plan. Using the thieves essentially to get in here. Boss? Monster must have gotten him. Didn't even last as long as the last boss. Oh, well, let's go. Don't care if they take the treasure. I could care less about the treasure. What we need to worry about is Kefka. Guys haven't done anything wrong. Not really. So he'll come along. Well, okay. If they didn't do anything wrong, I mean, if we're gonna take that literally, then why were they in jail in the first place? Yep, I'm that guy. I gotta be that guy. All right, so let's get Edgar equipped here. Again, I went Enhancer because I've been going with the magic damage for him to bump up the damage on Flash. So I generally have been sticking with that Enhancer now, which I really like that. It's a really good weapon, especially because it's buyable too. Normally, weapons like that are, it's the world of Ruin, so times have changed, and the weapons actually start to get really good. I was using one of the elemental swords for a while on him, just because again it gives you the extra. I think it's like 2 magic, but that Enhancer, I think it's is it 7 or something like that, and then a bunch of. I think it's Magic Evade as well, so I don't know. I really like those. So, all right, let's make our way back out here. The soul saber, obviously, there was hidden in the statue thing. I don't really like that. It's one of those weapons where it's like it seems good, right? Because it's kind of like an osmos on it, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's just tough to really say that that's worthwhile. Maybe I'd say it's a little bit better if it if it had a little bit more magic evade on it or something like that or whatever. But I think it does have, what is it, like just 10 regular evade. But I don't know. I just don't find that that's good enough. And then, on top of that, Osmos is such a cheap spell that, like, if I want to drain MP from somebody, I'll just use Osmos. So, unfortunately, the Soul Saber just doesn't end up really being a good weapon. So, all right. So let's. You got to make sure that you interact with the guy and actually tell him to go back kind of to Colingen, because when we first speak with him, he's actually, I suppose when we first end up there, we're actually out there by Figaro, or South Figaro, and so we actually need to go on over to Colingen. So all right, yeah, and here we are. Got lucky here, didn't end up getting into any random encounters outside. I think that I would rather not get into any encounters out there. So all right, and here he is. Setzer is hanging out in, I think, is that Shadow's spot, or was Shadow in the other chair? I can't remember when we paid for his services so long ago. Fought with all your heart before the world was ruined. Then all my dreams are gone. Taking back our world. All right, so we're convincing Setzer yet again to join us. And Celes seems to be able to do the trick. All right, so it's off to Daryl's tomb. Just waiting for us with a new pair of wings. But that was quick. I mean, let's be honest. That didn't take that much to convince Setzer. But also, to be fair to him, I mean, how could you not, right? Like, it's freaking go time. What are you gonna do? Sit around in busted ass Colingen forever? I don't think so. Got places to be. Tombs to spelunk. Boy, even the Narsh guard there looks pretty dated. He looks a little like dusty or something. But all right, so what's what we got here? Darts, dice, viper darts. We'll take a look at those. So viper darts. Grab 2 of those if you don't have them already. And then hopefully you've got a Genji glove, because in Daryl's tomb there is a way to get 4 dragon claws. So in previous versions of the game, you could get 2 dragon claws from I think it's called the presenter. I don't know if that was always. I think it was like the angler whelk or something like that in earlier versions. But this one is the presenter. I think. I guess we'll have a look here. All right, maybe I've got them. Maybe I've got it backwards. But either way, if you've got viper darts, that will really help you out, as well as a Genji glove. Basically what happens is there's some sort of bug in this game where the mobs, I should say, it's not just the mobs, basically anything when it drops an item, if you used a death ability, like an instant death weapon specifically, to kill it, the enemy will drop 2 of those items. I don't know why that's the case, but that is what seems to be going on. I noticed it when I was up in the Oh, I shouldn't say it was when it wasn't when I was up in the floating continent anymore. It was when I was down below fighting the Gigantos. And I noticed that anytime I killed one of those Gigantos and I finished it off with a, instant death weapon, or I should say when the instant death triggered on those weapons and just, one-shot it, that, I would get 2 Sasuks, which is the, whatever the dagger for Shadow. And so yeah, that seems to be applying to really everything. Obviously, the enemy has to be, you have to be able to actually, kill them with instant death, right? If something is immune to instant death, it's not going to work. But there's plenty that is, able to be affected in that way. Now, if you notice, I've got into two different formations here so far, which was the skeletal horror in the very beginning, and then the Marlboro X-ray. There is one more formation that I don't think I picked up here, but it probably involves the Cloud Wraith or whatever. Now, I'll be honest, I wish that I had gone all the way through this whole place without getting into any encounters whatsoever. The the Marlboro and X-ray enemies, they're just really annoying. They'll either do poison or I forget is it called sour breath or something in this one. Here's an X-ray, or here's the 3 together. I don't know why I left this in. I probably actually meant to cut this out, but it has made its way in. But yeah. Anyways, I think that the enemies are just so annoying that I would have rather just not dealt with them altogether. So again, I wish I would have, just completely taken out all of these and basically, just saved my way or quick saved my way through this whole place, not taken any of the encounters until later. There's the hidden growth egg. There's actually a clue that we'll actually go, I guess, find the clue here in a minute, but that is, that's semi hidden. And that's the growth egg. Growth eggs are pretty decent. Obviously, if you want to, I should say, once we're finally able to level again, I may use those. We'll see. But yeah, not a bad item. But all right, look at yeah. It looks like I'm keeping this one again. The X-ray Marlboro. Honestly, I don't know. I really wish I would have just skipped all this stuff. And why? Just really to cycle the Velt a little bit faster, right? If you there's a couple of specific monsters that are really good to run into on the Velt during the World of Ruin, and unfortunately we can't do anything about all of the encounters from the first half of the game, but we can really curate the list a bit here in the World of Ruin, and after we get the airship, it is going to be so much easier. We will have Mog by then. So honestly, I think that this is the last area that's a lot of work until probably the Phoenix Cave. And basically what, we're going to go over to Narsh and pick up Mog, and then Mog has the Moogle Charm. And the Moogle Charm completely eliminates all random encounters. So, again, like I said, it's going to be a lot easier to really pick and choose which formations we add to the Velt in a bit. So, I don't know. It's up to you on, whether or not you want to do that. Again, part of it also is, so none of this stuff is missable. The only rages or enemy encounters that have been missable at all are the ones inside the burning house back in Zen. And, again, we're going to be able to kind of get back here if we want to grab the encounters here. I love the hint here, which is the world is square backwards, and that I felt like that made a little bit or the joke was funny on a few different levels right back then. it was called Squaresoft, and now what is it? Who makes this stuff? Is it Square Enix? Let me just see here. No, I don't remember. Look how rusty I am. Let's see here. Yeah, it is Square Enix, isn't it? Wow, yeah. Anyways, but yeah, funny on multiple levels because you know, again, obviously I guess it was Squaresoft back in the day. It's Square Enix now, but also the world is literally square here in this in Final Fantasy VI, right? The world map is just a square. So I don't know, kind of funny. But all right. Okay, we're getting there. I had to take some more cuts here, but here I made it up to the chest. Nope, I didn't. I lied. Oh, here. Okay, that's why. X-ray Marlboro. Again, kept this formation, though I wish I didn't. And honestly, I mean, it's just that bad breath is just brutal. Like, you know, you can be cruising around on the veldt, and I mean, look at this. It puts you to sleep, poisons, and imps you. It's horrid. So yeah, I really just wish I would have completely avoided all of these, and then, I mean, I don't know. I mean, the Marlboro, actually, bad breath is one of the lores for Strago, but you know, I would rather just like kind of get that later. And yeah, and again, I wish I would have just made it. It would have been a little bit easier for my veldt farming, but it is what it is, and you know, we just have to deal with it. So, all right, my preparations here. So I actually did try to do this. I tried to do this with Setzer here without a Genji glove, and it just wasn't working out well. It just seemed like, so ideally what you do here is you take out the shell, right, and you hit it, you know, with an instant death, or with the Viper darts here. You can also, by the way, come back and get this later. If you don't have a Genji glove, or you didn't have enough money for Viper darts or something, you can come back later and do this. Or if you don't care, right, and you the dragon fangs aren't something that you're all that worried about, then don't worry about it. But here again, I use the Genji glove there with the Viper fangs, and I smoke the shell and then quickly hit the head, and then boom, there you go, 4 dragon claws again. You know, in other versions of the game, I would just use like a shout, right, and take them both out at once, and then boom, you'd have 2. But again, because of the way these instant death weapons are behaving, we're able to get double drops. So I'm not really sure where that will kind of like come into play more. Like, again, like the Gigantos, that's a pretty common one. I'm just trying to think of like other enemies that we know will, like, you know, always drop something, and thus we could trigger double drops, and I'm kind of drawing a blank, honestly. I mean, I know, let's see here, there's the what is it, Katana Soul, or the guy that drops the Master Scroll. It used to be called the Offering. Unfortunately, that guy isn't vulnerable to death effects, so that's not going to work, right? We'll only be able to get 1 from him. Gosh, who else would there be? There's a monster also in a chest in the veldt, like, cave. There's a monster in a box there. I don't know. I think it's called the Death Warden in this one. I think it drops the Tiger Fangs, is it? So that's another, you know, weapon for Sabin. But unfortunately, that guy also is... Well, I guess technically he's undead, so he's not really immune, per se, to instant death effects. It just doesn't actually kill him. So, I don't know. I don't know, actually, if there's anything else really like in a, you know, like a monster in a box style enemy that'll drop multiple items. It's just more just that, you know, there's plenty of other stuff that's not immune to instant death. It's just, you know, oftentimes they don't always drop their item, but you know, I guess every once in a while, you know, there's some interesting times where you're like, oh, interesting. Okay, very cool. I just got, you know, a double drop. That's, you know, that's awesome. But all right. Anyways, so this is Dullahan. I went with the rasp method, and I mean, I just worked him over. That was crazy fast. So definitely recommend that. Kind of a fun fact there, Dullahan actually does have a Genji glove to steal, but none of our characters have the ability to steal, unfortunately. So, you know, kind of, I guess, irrelevant, but interesting nonetheless. But that's about it for Daryl's Tomb here. There's nothing else as far as treasures, and well, I guess I mean, unless we're gonna count the Falcon, which I suppose is a pretty great treasure. But all right, so here Setzer says it's bringing back all kinds of memories. And all right, so the next test flight could be dangerous. What are you trying to prove by pushing your ship to its limits? Isn't that how it goes, right? You push limits. Watch your step. Yeah, this place looks pretty dangerous. It's a pretty thin staircase. I'm getting a very much a Mines of Moria feel here. If the worst should happen, take care of the Falcon for me. You can't be serious. If I take the Falcon from you, it'll be because I left you a mile behind in a race. Until then, I'm not letting you out of my sight. Ha! Good luck with that. Okay. Did they change her sprite too? I don't. She looks a bit more bright or something in this version of the game. Though it's been a long time since I've played, so I could just be completely wrong. Getting old, that's what happens. The memory is getting a bit faulty. So is this supposed to be her zooming around on the Falcon? Is that what's going on there? There's really nothing like flying. Do you plan on hanging back there? Aren't you going to try to pass me? Are you too entranced by my wiggling rudder? I don't remember that either. That's pretty brilliant, though. Very flirtatious. Huh. Yeah, okay. Well. Incredible. Alright, it's time to get serious. I'm gonna break the records. Uh-oh. Well, that's not gonna turn out well. Fly above the clouds and see the stars closer than anyone ever has before. Be back by sunset. I'll be waiting for you on our hill. Oh, they even had their own hill? How much that cost? Yikes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, there's the hill. Aw, sad. She didn't meet him there. He must be sad now. It was a year later when I found the wreck of the Falcon in a distant valley. Wow, it took a year? Oof. Restored the ship and put it to rest down here. So, this is the Falcon? Can very well be the world's fastest pilot if I can't fly. I need your help. Falcon. Okay. Talking to a ship. I mean, that's pretty common. That's not, super crazy. But all right. I like that it flies out of the ocean. That was pretty cool. Very Batcave feel. With this, I think we just might have a chance. Now we'll be able to get to the top of Kefka's tower. If we land up there, we should be able to get inside to launch our assault. we'll be able to look for the rest of our friends. Right. First things first, I'm finally starting to feel like we have some hope. That bird, could it be? It's a bird. It's a plane. No, I mean its name is literally plane. Setzer, follow that pigeon. Why? I'm not sure, but something inside me tells me... What? I missed that. It'll probably lead to, you know, whatever, a friend or something. I think that's Cyan. Unfortunately, actually, I don't think I end up picking Cyan up for a while yet. But yeah, all right. So we'll get back to that. We're gonna go pick up Mog actually first. But as always, hope the guide was helpful, and hope you join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.